Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing all right out there. I thought I'd talk today about integrity, what it is, how to try and achieve it, and to notice when you're coming off that path. So integrity is where you take your words, you take your actions, and you make them align. And how we take our words and our actions and make them align is that we act on the outside what we're feeling on the inside, within reason. We don't have to expose everything, but if, for example, I don't know, we're saying that we're really health conscious, but we drink 5 bottles of wine every single day, there's something not quite aligning with our words and our actions. So if our belief is that we want to be really health conscious, we might try to stop drinking to that quantity. We might try and adopt a healthier lifestyle. It also helps because people often ask me, how do you be your genuine self, your authentic self? Well, I don't think I'm completely genuine and authentic all of the time. I'm not even sure how much of the time I am, but I'm striving towards and probably more towards that way than my inauthentic self. But it's always the deep dive. I always bring it back to the deep dive of doing your work on yourself, because when we're shrouded in trauma that has been unresolved or unworked through or unlooked through, we are filtering out our true self because we're adapting to life, maladaptive behaviours. We're adapting to life through the lens of the bad things we've been through. So we might become extra fearful, we might become extra hypervigilant, we might become extra distant from people, we might withdraw. These are all adaptive coping mechanisms that don't really serve our highest good, but they do serve a purpose for a while. When you do your work and you dig deep, you work through the stuff, you start to remove those fractured parts. I'm not going to say damaged, because none of us are damaged. We're still our true self deep down, but we have to dig deep to reawaken that true essence of who we are without all that stuff that's happened. Who are we underneath it? And there's only one way to do that, and that's to do the work on yourself. You know, what am I struggling with? Why am I believing certain thoughts? Are they my thoughts? Have I just been taught that way? Where have I lost my freedom? Where have I lost my freedom of thinking? Where have I lost my freedom and I lose myself in other people, or believe what they say over myself, or believe that their opinions are more important to me? That's your key in. And it's a beautiful way to live. So when you want to align your actions and your deeds and your words and stay in your integrity, you're speaking your truth, you're walking your truth. But first you've got to find your truth. And the thing is, we don't have to find it yesterday. This is the rest of your life. You'll be finding that, and you know, as you grow and evolve, so will your beliefs, and that's key as well. When you know that your mindset shifts are happening or your belief systems are changing, you're growing and you're unshedding what you're no longer resonating at. So you're unconditioning yourself, you're digging out all the things that you no longer are. You know, who I was last year is not the same person as I am now. That might be good, that might not be so good, but it's because I'm constantly reevaluating. You don't have to spend every second of your day reevaluating, but it's so important, and it's alone time that does that. So integrity, speaking your truth, finding your morals, finding your map, your moral map, and living by that, and being able to be resolute and strong in your core, your belief of what you're saying. You can back it purely because it's your truth. It doesn't have to be anyone else's. You don't even have to evidence it. Let's be done with all that. There's deeper truths than what can be evidenced. Have a great weekend.